Let me record in my system as well. So UA path. So see, yesterday we put one condition under if activity, correct? So if something dot equal to sheet, but see there is no with the name sheet, right? Let me open. Rajshekhar, I gave permission. You please record, like no, నీ లోకల్ సిస్టంలో రికార్డ్ చేసుకో. Is this the one? No, right? Go to home under, I believe this is the one. Yes. So here, what is the condition we use? So yesterday we used, so dot equal to sheet. So that is the reason, like, so here it is passing empty value. So whenever we are assigning, so whenever we are assigning a value in the right cell, it is passing empty value. That is the reason. So we did not. So we are getting an exception. Okay. See, you have to. I believe like nobody is concentrating that much. Simply you are attending that session. That's it. Correct. See. So we did not get any error. So yesterday we got an error. See, okay. This is right cell. And what are the activities are there? See, Excel. So get sheet, get worksheet, and get worksheets we saw, and then write cell. Okay, read cell and save workbook, read row we saw, and then write cell formula, what it is. For example, see, these are all the Excel actions. That means whenever you are working on real time, you will able to you will have some of the formulas has been applied on the Excel files. So whenever Excel formulas has been applied, for example, what is the Excel formula? So I would like to, so this is the equal to concat. So I would like to concatenation of, sorry, so concatenation of A1 comma like A1 in the sense this cell order date, okay, and I'm giving some space, comma, for example order date and A1 D1, enter. So usually this represents the column names. So I would like to apply for sorry, concat okay. So now it works. So I would like to give some space here. Okay, so this is concatenation. So I would like to know that what is this cell formula. See, when you click on this, usually we will able to get what is the formula has been applied onto on the particular cell. So that is what this is. What is this? Right, that is what it tells what is the cell formula has been applied on that particular cell. So this is sheet name and on which cell the formula has been applied under I. So here we have to tell on which cell it is applied. It is on I. So what is the output? So here we will get the output as formula. Control K, formula. Okay, so come to here, use box, what is this? Formula. So we did not save it. Maybe I may suspect whether whatever I expected is correct. So we did not save it, we did not save the formula. Sorry. So what are the changes we made in the Excel file? If you save the changes, then only whatever the data has been updated onto the particular cell has been reflected. Otherwise it will not write, but it is closed. So before applying, so again concatenation of A1 see, you can do anything. I'm just simply telling it. So you can apply any one of the cells, any formula. Okay, not only one thing, even you can apply in K, or you can apply first. We will see this. See, okay. So whatever the formula I have applied on the particular cell, so I can able to read it. So this is called this is how read cell formula activity. See, you should able to remember what is the input we have to provide and what is the output. Any activity. So okay. Zero reason read column and then select range. So what is this? Select range. Input we have to provide the value for a required activity argument range was not supplied. What is this? Input select range is nothing but so this can be applied if you want to select some particular values, and then when you are if you like to do some control C and control P, that means copy and paste. So there we will use select range, selecting the range of some values and then apply control C and then apply control B. What is this? Close workbook, copy sheet, delete range. Okay, get selected range. So these are all the Excel. See, these are all the main activities we need to look. That's it. Okay. And workbook. So in the okay, so we need to we'll speak about right range activity later. So get a table range and append range of values. So append range is appends data from a data table to a spreadsheet. If the sheet does not exist, the new one is created with the sheet name, value changes are immediately saved. So get table range. Okay. So what it is? So get table range is nothing but when we where it is. So get a table range. Select here. Okay, and there are two ways. Right click and insert table. Where is the data for your table? A to G. So here, see, I have created one table. Okay. So here, this is the table. When I go here, table, okay. So, and the table design, this is the name of the table. Okay. So, this one we have to provide over here. So, get a table range, what is the input over here? So, this is the table name. So, under which sheet the table is exists. Okay. So, but so this is available in sheet 2. Sheet 2 and workbook path. So this is not the activity belongs to Excel application scope. This is workbook activity. But this reads a formula. This is Excel application scope. So whatever we have done, sheet 2, table 24. So workbook path is, so output would be range. Control K and range. So what is the workbook path? Workbook path work, right click on copy as path. So here we have input file path. No, we can provide that input file path. So what is this? Get a table range. Range dot count. See, there are 11 rows. So if you want to go through this each and everything, okay, so we have to use, because the range is, what is the type of that range variable? Oh, it's a string. Okay. So number of values in the table. So we got this count of values. So that is how we have to provide. Like now, if you, and then what are the activities are our left? There are a lot of workbook. Okay. So we have range of values. Okay. And I want to keep all the range of values into another sheet. So sheet 1 I can tell destination sheet, you can give sheet 4 from the starting cell A1. And what is the data table? We do not have this. So if I give range, would it be accept or not? It will not. Okay. So these are all the different activities available under workbook and Excel. Okay. So So processing, we have to look into processing and table. Okay, so here filter table. What is this? Expect. So we'll see one by one remaining activities. Insert column, delete, create pivot table or create table. So just now we saw create a table, right? Through like now we have opened an Excel file and we try to get the table range. But at the same time we can also create a table by using Excel. So that means Excel by using activity called create table. So that and that we'll see. Before that we'll see one more. So we don't want to do for each and everything. Okay, now create table. Okay, so in that create table, so in which sheet we would like to create a table? Let it be sheet 1 and see what are the input. So what is the input we have to provide? So here what is the sheet we would like to create a table, and then so what is the table name? So I will give table name as path training. So the range of the values is A1 G20. I'm just simply I'm just giving A1 to, for example, A12. Okay, I don't want to give everything, so I'm giving, and then save. Okay, so God, actually in the sheet 1 we have a data, right? But we have to provide the range is Okay, so already in that we have one more table, so it is not, so it cannot be overlap another table. See, no, seat one, right? Seat one also. Because see here, why we are providing the range. So sheet 3. So we will, so okay. For example, where the data is available, so ABC range, right? So A B C D F G. Okay. So I give H1 to A B C D F G H I J K L M 15. And I will show the mm, sheet 3. Got it? This is because of, see, there is no data. So what are the range we provided? Okay, so we have to provide A1 to G50. And now we will see. Create exception. So why we are getting an exception? So because of this is A1 G1. This is G25. Okay, so now we will open and see. Yes, this is created. This is a table is created under, so with this, but how do you know that this table? So so once we create the table, we have an option, right? Get table range. Okay. So even Excel also under table we have get table range. So this is where what is the sheet name? Sheet 3, right? This is the table name, no? So here range, use the range, and then here range dot count. See, Excel is very important, so that's why we are going each and every activity Excel. Oh, table already. Actually, no, it is no. Whenever we are doing that, the no, what are the do some actions on the Excel, so it is saving. So we did not remove in that whatever the table has created on this particular sheet and from the cells. That is the reason no, here a table cannot be overlapped and the table. run to this activity. So what we can do, so get table range can be put inside this. Okay, and then now we don't need to use this concept. Because already table has been created. See, so range count we got it 6. How do you know range? Output out argument string range values. Range range dot Okay, I'm not sure that which one we will use it. Okay, so get table range. Excel. So this is, what is this? Create a table we have seen. Delete column. Okay, consider this. See, if you want to, oh, under the table it is telling delete column. Okay, these activities all are belongs to table then, filter table. So we go for filter table. So where the table is available? Table is available under, what is the table name? This is the table name. So under which column you would like to apply a filter? Okay, so under which column? Filter options. The column name is okay. So this is called filter. You know, right? What is filter? So already, whenever it is creating a table inside an Excel, so this is already filter has been applied under particular column. So I would like to apply a filter on column D, which is item. I am giving name of the column, sorry, what is this? Item. Okay, so we have one more option called filter options. What is that filter options? Filter options are nothing but whether you would like to, do you have any specific format to apply a filter. That means that in that, like now where some item you would like to, where item equal to pencil, you want to filter only pencil. So here I can provide, this is the syntax, pencil. Okay, so what is the output? Okay, filter table. So if you want to apply any filters on a Excel file, so we have to use filter table, on which column you would like to apply a filter, and any options. That means that, so whenever you are performing a filter, so you have to see that and all we won't use in real time, but I don't want to waste the time, so we will change it. See, now the filter has been applied on a, see this is the column name. What is the column name we provided? We provided item as the column name, and under the filter option I gave pencil. So it is filtered only this pencil. So we got only this particular range of values. Got it? How no, in order to check whether a filter no, it has created a table, and so what are the activities we have seen? All the activities are performing one by one at the same time. So we have applied a filter, and we saw that how to play a filter. Okay, so under table refresh, so sorting same. So when I go with the sorting after applying a filter, same, what is the table name and what is the sheet, and what is it? So which order you would like to follow? whether you sorting can be the order sorting can be two types. One is ascending order or descending order. That's it. Okay. So ascending order is from small value to bigger value. Descending is for bigger to small. Okay. So this is about go for table. So there is one more concept called create pivot table. Okay. So here, whenever we would like to create a pivot table, give me a second. So, what is the name of the table? UiPath training is the name. And in which sheet is 3, and then sorry, so what is the source table? We have to provide all the values in the source table, because like where the data is available. Okay. So this is pivot table. I'm giving the name as pivot table. So we need to specify the range. Range is nothing but from A, B, C, D, F, H, H1 to up to how many it will create the pivot table. I will tell you what is the pivot table. E, F, G, H. So okay, this is our table, right? So we go here, sorting filter. So here I would like to apply a pivot table from J. Okay. So A, B, C, D, G. How many rows are there? Columns are there? 3. 3 plus 6, 7. Correct. So J12. So I am giving J12, J, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Correct. P 25. How many columns? 6 or 7? 3, 4, 7. Okay. So here J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Correct. Okay. 7 columns. So I am going to take all the 7 columns of data and creating into. So this I don't want to use because sorting. Okay. Now So it has been applied, and we see what is pivot table. A pivot table is a table of grouped values that aggregates the individual items of a more extensive table within one or more discrete categories. This summary might include sums, averages, other statistics, which the pivot table groups together using a choose an aggregate function applied to the values. So a pivot table is used to summarize, sort, reorganize, group, count, or total average data stored in a data table. It allows us to transform columns into rows. Okay, so an interactive way to quickly summarize large amounts of data. So that is the use of pivot table. You can use a pivot table to analyze numerical data in detail and answer unanticipated questions about your data. Okay. Pivot table is especially designed for querying large amounts of data in many user-friendly ways. So, for example, see, so here a pivot table has been created. What it does? Here it is summarize the data under this order date. Okay, so when you go for central region, okay, so I will explain you this. Central, come on, okay, this is central region, east and west. So see, it is categorized by east, central and west. So these are all the three regions are available. So there is no other regions. And if you consider central region, for this particular date, so, and what is the sum of unit cost and sum of units. So under this particular region, so it has been divided based on that. So if you just go to insert, so there is one concept called pivot table. So already, because so in this sheet we have a pivot table, that's why it doesn't allow to create one more pivot table on top of this. For example, this pivot table also we will use in real time. I have used many times. What is the purpose of pivot table is, for example, whenever we are processing some input data. So see, for example, if you are going for a customer banking sector. So in banking sector we have a lot of customers, right? So for example, if you consider ICICI Bank, so there will be some crores of maybe minimum some lakhs of customers will be there, and that too you would like to know or filter the customers who are depositing the salary of more than 2 lakhs. So you will not get much, right? You will get something. Salary, see, business is different and salary is different. So you want to summarize it, so then you will get the count like this. So in the grand total, so you will get like number of employees who are drawing more than 2 lakh salary in one particular company or any other. You can filter that also. So if you have, see, it's all depends on based on your data only. How you are getting the data, how how much data you are getting. Okay, so now I am deleting it. So see, now it is enabled pivot table. What is the table range? See, this I selected now. See, whenever I selected it came by default. Okay, so if you want to do it in a new sheet, at least this command requires at least 2 rows of data source. Okay, so I gave table already, like now this is created under a table. Okay, so we will use it. And what is the location? So you want to create a pivot table. By default, see, did you understand that, like now whenever I am selecting some columns, I would like to create for representation and number of units. See, okay, here we got it. Under 2019, how many units has been, total number of units has been sold, and for 2020, like now how many units have been sold. So here we can apply. So what is the whatever like now you would like to put it into here. Just drag and drop into columns. What are the columns you would like to add? Okay, so you will get each and everything. So it depends on what is your requirement, how you will generate it. That is what pivot table. So actually, like now we can generate a pivot table of how many customer records has been processed. Okay, see, if the data is if we got a large amount of data. So for example, like now we have 1000 customers data, and whenever we are processing those 1000 customers data, so like now how many records has been processed successfully and how many records has been failed, and what is the reason like now each record has been failed, whether it is, what is the exception behind that. So we can filter those things, and we will get like now like this, like now we will generate a report like this, and then we will send it to the customer at the end of the day. When the bot is running, all the 1000 records, like now all the 1000 customers data has been processed, we will send mail to the customer. So like now today it has processed 1000 records of data. Under the 1000 records, so these like now these many records has been successfully completed and these many records has been failed, and then what is the reason behind each and every record failing reason. Okay, so that is what like now you will create a pivot table. Even like now this is also very important, you can tell in the interview. So we have generated a pivot table, and like now at the end of the like now completion of the bot, and we send we have to send to the email to the customer. Okay, because that is the, so we can call it a report. Okay, that is pivot table. So got it? Because you people, I know that like now you people doesn't have like no idea of what is pivot table. Not all, some people. So you don't need to like no the people who are familiar with this, that is good, right? Okay. Okay, friends. So tomorrow we'll see very important concept called data table. Okay, and see, these are all the see under the table we won't use any even in the real time also. So these are all the things we should know about like know how to use what is that read the data, write the data, okay, and then how to retrieve different worksheets from an Excel file. So when it goes to the processing, what is that? So execute macro. This and all we will see. Like lookup ranges like is important. We will see like we have separate maybe like sorry. Tomorrow only we will see. Uh, like what is this? Remove duplicates. These are all very important. Execute macro. Okay. Any doubts? Is it clear? Are you able to understand? No reply. What do you say?